So, what the heck are you doing here, Lanny? Walking like Rick Mercer. Well, thought I'd do my ways of keeping away predators. You know, I don't know if it's going to be a top 5 or not, but we'll see how many we get. And my first tip is, I'm doing it right now. That's basically if you have some forest around you, like I got a lot of dense forest, which is great for getting your shoelace caught and killing yourself. But it's a good idea to patrol around every now and again. Just get your scent in the air on all the new plants and the foliage. So I don't really recommend wearing like nice new clothes, because like you're in the brush for one, but you know, like you want clothes that already have your odor on them, because you can see all the mosquitoes are like coming for me. They can smell me for miles, and that's gonna leave trace smells and oils all over that your foxes are gonna be able to smell. Yeah, I think that's one of the more important tips. And my next tip would be not to let your animals out at the crack of dawn. I know it seems very like taboo. It used to drive me insane too. I used to like get up 6 a.m., let everybody out, and let them do their thing all day until about 11 at night. Well, 10, 11 at night, depending. So it ended up being a really long day for me as well, because you're up from 6 a.m. until whenever. So I don't let them out until 10 a.m. now, at least. And a big reason for that is most of your predators are going to be crepuscular. And I've talked about that before on the channel quite a bit, so make sure to watch around for that. And basically what that means is low light conditions. So end of the day, beginning of the day, when the sun's at an angle. And when the sun's at that angle, it's better for animals like cougars to see, right? And so that's generally when they hunt that. And that's usually when you'll see deer come out too, usually. It's very early in the morning and later at night. Like the one deer I have who got injured recently, he comes around every day at the same time, basically, near sunset. And he steals my chicken food. And back in the day, it used to be a fox that did that, because I'd let my chickens out, you know, so early, you know, because I leave my chicken food outside. So basically, I was leaving my fox food outside all the time. But now it's just, you know, I leave my chicken food out and that's becoming deer food, which is less of a problem. But yeah, those are my big ones. Another one is try not to let them out on days you're not going to be home too much. That can kind of be worse than you think. Because foxes will start to learn like your routine. Ravens will learn your routine. Most predators will learn your routine. They'll learn, like, they'll wait for you to go inside the house, right? Or whatever, and then they'll strike. So if they just get like the general idea, it's usually not a good idea to strike, because you're usually around somewhere at some time in some place. They're gonna attack less, right? And that's what a lot of people do for security, like why they hire security for their businesses. It's the same kind of deal. Loss prevention goes the same, whether it's chickens or property, right? It's just instead of a robber, the robber is a fox. Instead of, you know, somebody who doesn't have enough money. So yeah, that's the big thing. Yeah. Another good one is if, yeah, just like pee in random places. The more random, the better. Like, this is easier for the men to do, obviously. Or if you have a husband. But yeah. Pee on your perimeter just like any savage beast would. Or, you know, better yet, like I live in a tiny house, so a lot of the time, to save heat, I just kind of save my urine. Cool story. I know. But a lot of times I just pee in my watering can. You know, basically a good... that's right, I'm peeing right now. Basically a good... But yeah, it's a good chamber pot, essentially. And then you can spread it wherever you need it to, after it's diluted, of course. Because otherwise you'll get root burn. And... so it's a good idea to be outside when the sun's going down, as you can see. As you can see. Oh, yes. But yes. It's a very nice evening. Minus all the mosquitoes. Another one is to encourage crows, because crows are like weird and a lot smarter than people give them credit for. And I have like several hundred crows or so that live on my properties. Well, they mostly live on my neighbor's property, actually. But the thing about that is they keep away the hawks and mostly the magpies. Like the magpies do come around, but yeah, they live in the trees back there. Kind of whiff of me. See, he comes to my, I think it's a female skunk actually, but they'll come to your compost piles. Because skunks are very omnivores, they'll eat anything. They're not necessarily predators or carnivores. They're more opportunist. It's okay. Yeah, you're okay. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Shall we follow it more? I think it's got a kit. Or cubs or whatever, so we better just leave her. But yeah, crepuscular times. It's a good time to be outside. Be the time of your deterring things.